Ugandan goods are still being denied entry into Rwanda after 7 months since the reopening of the Rwanda-Katuna border. According to truck drivers, business community, and leaders at the border, Rwanda does not allow Ugandan manufactured goods and agricultural produces to cross its border despite the reopening. Some of the truck drivers say that goods manufactured from other countries are allowed in Rwanda, but goods from Uganda are not allowed entry in Rwanda. They have been given a reason that Uganda usually duplicates its goods and thus being blocked to enter into Rwanda. They appeal to both presidents of Uganda and Rwanda to sit down and agree on solving this issue.
Kubintu byetuba twetise ebiva ebweru y'eggwanga nga London, Dubai tebifuna buzibu okuyingira e Rwanda. Naye bwe tuleeta ebintu ebikolerwa mu Uganda tabikiriza. So number one, nsuubira ba president baffe, President Museveni ne President Kagame balina okutuula wamu bateesaganye. Number two, nsuubira ffe ng'Abannayuganda naffe tumanyi ekizibu kyaffe. Ekizibu kyaffe kiri kimu. Tucupula ebintu bye tukola ate n'otuuka n'obitwala Rwanda ne bitakola nga simenti. Omusajja oyo tosobola mutwalira simenti ate ng'awulira nti ebizimbe ebyaffe bigwa. So ebyo ebintu tabyagala kubanga simenti tumujja Nakuru, tumujja Mombasa ne tumutwala e Rwanda n'amukiriza n'ayingira. So awo teekako ekibuuza lwaki. So kakati kuva boda lwe baagigula eno tukyalaba abantu abasuubula ng'abo ab'amatooke tebayitamu, tebagendayo, abeetika ebibbo by'ennyaanya tebagendayo. So eyo problem nayo erina okuba solved kubanga nsuubira abantu abali mu Kabaale wano Katuna boda abalimu obumondi nabo baagala bagende babutunde e Rwanda bafune esente. So ey'ensonga bakama baffe abawaggulu batuule bakiteeseeko balabe ensonga weeri. Because these are our brothers.
Obuzibu bwe tusanga bwe tuyingira tubanga abayingwe tubiyingira Rwanda wano ku boda tetwandibadde na buzibu naye obuzibu bwe tusanga obusinga bwe kubanga ova kuno n'ogula akawunga koba akakiro 10 oyingira eri ne bakakuggyako ne bagamba mbu ebintu ebyo tebikkirizibwa ate nga baggula boda. Noveeno n'obuntu bw'obutono buki bwonna ne bakugamba tebukkirizibwa genda obutokkirizibwa genda nabwo oba ttooka oba kiki. Kati awo ne twebuuza boda baagigula lwa nsonga ki era egasa ki enjuyi zombi enjuyi zombi egasa ki egasa ku transport yekka na batambuza baasi oba
The chairperson business community at Katuna border, Franco Korinako, says that the business is not much at the border and even Ugandan trucks rarely cross to Rwanda. Franco adds on that anyone seen smuggling goods into Rwanda is tortured and arrested.
Obushubuzi kibuhango munonga just no kureba zatwera ziri kurabo kandi nabwo byo bushubuzi ebyite bya Uganda kibari kubikiriza kugira ngo byambukeyo tureze turi kureba ezi kubona zikrosinga zikuza Rwanda n'ahandi Burundi kandi munonga nezitu za trailer tutukira kuzireba ziri kwambukayo ngiye no bushubuzi tiburabonire kurungi abo kugira ngo twikene n'abayanwa bitu kandi uko yagerizo kugira ngo ayambuke no yokuraba umurwasho yagarukayo bumwe biba reporting ngo bushubuzi bamusibe abandi babakwata ngiye tubonererwe kurungi munonga. President witu yagambire byo kuraje umuntu mu rwasho tucabirabyamo ahubwo kuba wabirabyamo n'uwo kuboyine sabundi bibakurasha ahubwo kuba umubire byenyewe byahurireho hariho umunyarwanda akayine just a piece ekitoro cya sabundi cya shiringi 5 ariko urugo mu Uganda bamurasha yafuka n'abandi bakwatira ha boda hehi nabwo ni bakusiba ngenu kurabyo munankeje tukaraba mukandi twe no kuza Rwanda nabwo turukuzayo kurunja ahubwo ko wazayo ndi bakuturuganya bakubuza bingi bakubuza kanana katano ngenu ureba kuba rakubuzo yine busha hati kurabe n'urugayo hari icyo yine gundi bakubuza bata ninga wo kuba ari icyo yine rwambukayo gundi bakubuza bata ngenu nabwo ubushubuzi kiburu.
The town clerk Katuna border, Sunday Eric, says that the border was partially opened because business is not moving on well since Rwanda side does not clear goods from Uganda on entry. He adds on that there have been a sharp decline in the collection of taxes at the border which has affected their performance.
Katuna border was open but it is as if it was partially open because business is not going on well due to the fact that Rwanda, they don't allow goods from Uganda, and there is no free movement of people and goods. When they get products made from Uganda, they don't clear them. They have restrictions on Ugandan commodities. So the border was open, yes, but there are still many restrictions that don't allow free trade, free movement of people and goods. We have a market, we have buses and trucks. We used to collect taxes from all those sources, but today there is no market. The market died because the other time we used to have people from across coming to the market to buy our goods, but now they are not allowed to come.
The Kabale District LC5 chairperson Nelson Shagabashisha asked the communities to put Katuna border in use again, especially the businessmen.
Thank God through Moses Kainerugaba, who sat with his President Paul Kagame and decided to open the border officially. Just I request our people living near the border, Rwanda people, Ugandans, to come and start a business. Because the first step was to open the border. So now the border is open. Kindly let our people come again and start the business.
However, the Kigezi community had planned for the Thanksgiving towards the reopening of the Katuna border that was initially slated for 9th July 2022. The chief mobilizer who doubles at the LCC Nakawa division, Sheikh Kasim Kamjisha, says that they admit that the border is not fully opened, but also aware that the border was completely closed for the last 2 years, asking the community to put it in use the way it is. Kasim adds on that it is important to thank God who brought the two leaders together to have Katuna border reopened to facilitate movement, saying that through the Thanksgiving, it may earn them an opportunity to convince more the Ugandan government to reopen the border fully.
I want to assure you that we are very cognizant of the fact that the border is not fully and completely open. But we are also aware that the border was completely closed for the last 2 years. But at least now, there is movement of vehicles. And which vehicles, in my view, carry merchandise, because they don't move them. There is also movement of passengers, and that is an achievement, in our view, as the organizers. And of course, from the religious background, we think it is imperative that we thank God the Almighty, who brought these leaders together to have this border open, to facilitate movement. And we think that when you thank God, He eases other things you are thinking about. And therefore, this might be an opportunity to use to convince more the Rwandan government to open the border fully. Because what affects us this side affects them on the other side. So this is one of the ways that a dialogue can continue, and we have a full reopening of the border, a full movement of goods and services, but also a fully interaction and bonding of the peoples of the two countries, Rwanda and Uganda.
Katuna border was reopened on the 31st of January this year after 2 years of its closure due to still unclear reasons. Nobati Gyamachi for Kigezi Television.